Hey, it's the People Reader, Lisa Mitchell, founder of Power Body Language. Happy Friday. I want to challenge you today to think back over the course of this week and identify who have you been in the room with. Did those people elevate and energize you? Or did those people wear you out and strain you and drain you? It's so important to carefully vet who gets in your space and whose energy you're picking up and who you're pouring your energy into, because if you do not fiercely protect your energy and your time, you will find emotional vampires. Anybody know what I'm talking about here? Those people that just when you get in their space seem to suck all the oxygen right out of the room, including yours and your energy. How do you feel when you walk out of that room? I know for me, I feel completely depleted. And then I kick myself for even letting those people on my calendar. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your energy, and your energy, how you're showing up in a room, is so greatly impacted by who you're pouring into and who you're surrounding yourself with. This has been a great week for me. I'll tell you, I have been in the room with some of the most amazing people in some incredible spaces. I started out the week meeting with a former NFL player who now has this amazing K through 12 emotional and social learning curriculum that he is changing lives of hundreds of kids in our city right now with his program. I was so surprised at everything he had developed and what his identity is about now. And I'm so excited to help expand that program and really just see his passion come to life. I've been in the room with the incredible staff at the Indianapolis Children's Museum this week, and they're the staff that kind of run the show there, all the things behind the scenes, and they care so much about the experience that you and your families are having when you are there at the Children's Museum of Indianapolis. They believe in training, they believe in connection, they believe in meeting needs. It's an incredible organization. I get to go in and be energized and share knowledge with them, and it's such an amazing kind of symbiotic relationship where we both gain so much. I was in a room this morning with a gentleman who has a very similar story to mine, and you would never guess it to look at us on the outside. We are as demographically different as you could possibly imagine, and to anyone looking at us sitting there having coffee, they would probably think that we had nothing in common, but our life stories were so mirroring of each other. We are on such parallel paths, and despite having such vast differences in many, many ways, our story was so much more similar than different. And that's another meeting where I walked out incredibly energized and inspired and have another person to add and collect to what I call my high vibe tribe. Those are the people that I know anytime I get in space with them, it's going to be a fill up experience. We're going to pour into each other. We're going to all give, but we're all going to leave much more filled up, much more energized, much more inspired than we were when we left. And my hope for you as you're transitioning in your career or you're building your networks is that you would be really intentional, not only about how you're showing up in a room, but also about who's in the rooms that you're walking into. And make sure that you are carving out and you are dedicating time to the people who are going to fill you up, and that you are pushing the emotional vampires to the bottom of the pile. Don't even put them on your calendar. My rule is if I have a name on my calendar and I am not excited when I see it, I probably should work to offload them, because I'm not going to bring my best game into that room, and I'm not going to feel very filled up or energized when I leave that room. You have to protect your energy. It is a finite resource. We only have so much of it to give, and you need to be careful and be selfish. Be okay having boundaries about who you get in a room with and who maybe is better suited for a phone call or an email. You have to know. And it's not something to feel guilty about. It's not something to feel like you're being selfish about. You are doing the best you possibly can for yourself when you are honoring yourself and you are protective of your time and your energy, who you let pour into you and who you intentionally help fill up. So on this Friday, think about who you've been in a room with. Who would you be excited about to see on your calendar again? And who would kind of make you roll your eyes, right? The eye roll, the emotional vampires, the energy suckers, offload them. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. Protect your energy, find your high vibe tribe, love them hard, pour into them with everything you've got, and everyone else, send an email. I hope you have a great week. You can find me at powerbodylanguage.com. If you're interested in learning more about how to use body language strategically to help give you an advantage in any business situation, you can find my course at powerbodylanguage.com/courses, or you can connect with me here on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I'd love to hear how you're building your high vibe tribe and what you do to protect your energy when you're figuring out who you're going to be in a room with.